Well, a little update here. I'm getting my sub put in the box. Got a new box today. This is the Aaarrrrgh SQL medium box. It's 1 cubic foot, which is right in line with the specs for the RE Pro 12-inch. Okay, I got the box all pre-drilled. You can't really see the holes because the carpet covers it up, but got them pre-drilled so it doesn't crack when I screw in my woofer. And I'm going to be spraying in a bunch of this stuff, undercoating. It's like sound coating, so add a little mass to the MDF here, reduce a little vibration there too, so every little bit helps. Okay, more subwoofer box action. I've got all the undercoating sprayed in there. I have the box all pre-drilled using Ixos gamma wires, like 11 gauge wire. Company went out of business years ago, but I had it laying around, carry some power. Spring terminals here to seal the driver, just to be a little extra. I'm using this weather stripping. It sealed really good on the last one, so I'm gonna plop it in. Okay, well, I got my box loaded here, and got the driver all gasketed up, so it's the driver's nice and tight and everything. I'm testing it on a JC1 monoblock, because why not? Got a problem here. I push on the cone, and I hear some air coming out. I'll play you a test tone, see if you can hear it. This whole seam is leaking. It really kind of ruins my weekend, actually. Here we go. You gotta hear that. It's coming out. I can feel it. It's like blowing on my hand. So much air leaking. Why? This is box number 7. Why can I not get a box that actually works? Granted, it's 2 different subwoofer setups, but 6 boxes on the first one. This is my first box for the second sub setup. That's ridiculous. That sounds horrible. So whenever this thing hits a low note, it's going to be blowing air all through my trunk. That's horrible. It's blowing out so much. I mean, if you can feel the air. I even went above and beyond and sprayed the undercoating, so that should have sealed any gaps in there. So I don't know what's going on. I got to get another one again. Ruins my weekend. Well, upon further inspection, I did find it. There's a hole. I don't know if you can see this on the camera. Let's see. Let's see if I can get it to focus here. That whole seam isn't even caulked all the way. The whole seam is cracked there, so I'm going to reglue that seam and reglue pretty much anything I can get near, because the whole thing's, yeah, well, hard to focus with this. There we go. See? That's not working. That's where my leak is. Really drives me nuts, though, because I got to wait another day now for sealant to dry. I thought, oh, maybe the undercoating did something to the seals, but no, all the other seals are fine. It's just that one. So we'll be back at it tomorrow. See you guys. Okay, well, last night I glued the gap here. Probably pretty hard to see. It was a big crack, man. I pumped in some wood glue. It was like a couple ounces of wood glue. It would go in and then it would just suck it down the channel. So I think someone just missed glue altogether on that gap. And it was sucking in so much that it was coming out the other side. The gap was so big. Anyway, I got it glued up now. Hopefully it won't leak. We'll see how it goes. But I also picked up some of this stuff. Polyfill, 20 ounces. It should fit in there nicely. The box is 0.14, I think, 0.14 after displacement. Too small for the optimum, for for the optimum size. So I'm going to stuff some polyfill in it and get a little deeper response out of the 1 cubic foot box. And then we'll test it and see if she works now. Well, I got the sub in. 20 ounces was actually way too much polyfill. I probably used half of it. I push on it. I don't hear any air leaks now, so my glue job worked. But I'm testing the ohms here, sitting at about 4.4 with the voice coils wired in series. 4.2 to 4.4, somewhere in there. So it's a little higher than 4 ohms, but each coil was a little higher than 2 ohms actually, so won't be getting quite as much power to the sub, but should be just fine. So now it's time to put it in the car and see how she sounds.